Hey, my name is Steve Oatley. I own TLG Carrier Services. I wanted to just make a quick video about a blog post that I had recently written on my site about the cost of operating. Now, this is a hot topic. A lot of people have made Facebook videos about the actual cost of operating. This is a very quick version of how we figure out, or how we ask our customers to figure out what their operating cost is per mile, and it puts it into perspective on what they need to make. So I'm just going to move some stuff around on my desktop and make it so I could share this screen here. So basically, on my website, which is right here, if you go to our resources and operational cost per mile calculator that's built in here, we're constantly updating this, so you got to keep checking the site over and over and over, because we add different things. Fuel rates obviously change. Those are live, so they show every week what the actual fuel rate is. But this is our calculator that we came up with, powered by this software. Basically, the way it works, and there's a blog post too, so you can click down here and read the blog post, and I'm going to put the video up eventually as well. But essentially what it is this is a very quick version. There's a whole bunch of stuff that it's missing. It's not meant to be a concise amount. It's meant to give you a rough idea. The first thing you always start with is how many miles you're going to run per month. Some people want to run 5,000 a week, or I'm sorry, 5,000 a month. Other people want to just average 500 miles a day, 5 days a week. That's 2,500 miles. Let's say that your goal is to run 3,000 miles a week, so you're going to run 12,000 miles. With the monthly truck payment and your trailer payment, even if you own the equipment outright, it's still good to figure out what the book value of your vehicle is in case it breaks down, and to save money for your next vehicle, because ultimately your truck's not going to last forever. It will need to be replaced. So typically what I tell people to do is find the KBB, or the book value for your piece of equipment, trailer, or whatever. Multiply that by 20, or divide it by 24. That'll give you a rough monthly payment. You can add 36 months if it's a newer truck that you paid cash for. You can take it if you think you're only going to get 12 months of use out of it, then make it a reasonable number. Divide that, and then typically what I'll do is I'll put it in there. So if I say it's $2,000 a month for the truck, and let's say the total number is $2,750 for the truck and trailer. Monthly insurance payment, it could be crazy. I'm just going to say $1,250 just to show you. Driver pay. Now this is important. Whether or not you own the truck or not, whether or not you are the driver, you've hired a driver, you still need to keep your actual pay, or the driver pay, in that break-even cost. That's, to me, it's one of the most important things. Industry standards right around 42 cents per mile. So typically what I recommend people doing is either figuring out 42 cents per mile, multiply it by 1,200, and that'll give you your total of what you want to take home. Let's just say $1,250 is a good number for an owner-operator to take home. If you're taking home $1,250 a week, you're doing pretty well. So I'm just going to say $6,000 a month, which actually works out to be about 42 cents per mile if you're running 1,200 miles, right around there. Your monthly maintenance, oil changes, tire blowouts, all that, I always just say $1,000. Right there. Estimated monthly food, hotel, showers, petty cash. Whether you're driving a hot shot or a semi, you're still going to have expenses. Food. If you're driving a hot shot, you're going to have to get a hotel every now and then. You're going to have to get showers and stuff like that. I'd say $250. Now this automatically adds a fuel cost into it. It's set at 50, which obviously now we all know is a lower rate. But when I created this website and created the business and all that, it was an accurate number. So when it adds to 50 cents, so your break-even cost is $1.44 per mile. That means that your truck, to run any miles whatsoever, when you're first leaving your house or you're going from your house to your pickup, you should be charging $1.44 per mile, bare minimum. And this is a super rough estimate. It just gives you a calculation on what you should do. So when a guy says he's not moving his truck for $3 a mile, that's kind of unrealistic, and that's why those trucks actually do sit quite often. We dispatch out trucks. We're not a forced dispatch company, so we clearly have those drivers that say, hey, I'm not going to move my truck at all. And that's their prerogative, it's their choice, and we'll do whatever we can to keep them happy and keep them moving with us. And we always search for loads and all that stuff as well, to try to make sure that they're moving freight. But this just gives a really good idea of what you should be moving, and that's pretty much a really quick one. I go into it a little bit more on the blog post, which you can read if you click on the actual post here, and I'll link it all in the video links. It just gives a really good idea of what you should charge, and what I always recommend, and the reason why I'm showing this with the Become a Dispatcher, it's this course, all the courses that we offer, are not geared specifically for someone who wants to just work as a dispatcher in dispatching other trucks. It's also great for the business owner who wants to learn how to dispatch his truck properly. Use the same mindset that a professional dispatcher does to try to figure out what you need to make. So like on my post, it's kind of long, so I talk about all the different things. Pretty much everything I just said, except it's a little bit slower. I know I talk quick. It links back to the calculator. I'm eventually going to edit it, and it will link to this video as well. Just a quick version. What I encourage everyone to do is take our dispatcher course, whether or not you want to dispatch other trucks or you just want to learn how to properly dispatch yours. We cover everything from filling out carrier packets to finding freight to negotiating with brokers. Everything is done live. You get access to all the videos of previous trainings. Actually, starting tomorrow is when we're going to start recording those. So you will have access to all of our trainings, where every new piece of material that we come up, you'll have access to. It doesn't matter whether you're going to be a dispatcher for us or whether you're going to learn to dispatch your truck. It's all something that you need to know. So with that said, check out my site. It's www.tlg-cs.com. Any questions, feel free. You can contact me through the website. You can call me. My number's up on the website. Dial extension 1001. That's me. Again, any questions, let me know. Sign up for the plan. We can get you started training right away. You could be making more money very quickly.